he got some musician. I don't know either one of these guys. I don't even know the name, but that's really doesn't matter. It's what happened, the situation.
It's the principality of the situation.
Yeah, it's the principality of the situation. So some guy made a post about he was getting a musician. I want to say it was a church service or something.
Oh yes, that's the one.
And the dude, he had sent his receipts, the text message receipts showing that dude said he was all for it during the service or whatever it was, and then the morning of when it was time,
no call, no show.
And we will not call names if you are not in the group. Then you SOL.
Yeah, but I'm saying that to get to this. We in a new day, people.
Yeah.
We're in a new day to where now you could definitely get exposed, because you definitely will get exposed on social media or anything, which will actually kind of damage, will eventually damage your reputation into, getting more calls. Because, now we're in this time to now where somebody be like, hey, man, Joe Willis. Oh yeah, I know Joe Willis. Yeah, man, is he good? Oh no, don't call him.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Reconsider.
Yeah, reconsider. He missed out on my last, and I called him like 3 or 4 times, and he kept being a no show. So,
man, listen. Outside of marketing and other things like that, to the people watching, and hopefully this will help somebody, man. We're trying to do a whole lot of helping tonight. We're trying to give a whole lot of game, because apparently people need game in this day and age.
You don't want to get Reddit,
man. Listen, y'all gotta understand, man. We talk, man. We talk to each other. Some of us have been cool and been friends for years, man. And I mean, we've been comrades, or we gig and play together on a regular. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, in those situations when you need a reference, man, you definitely got to tighten up on how you handle business, and communication really is really proper communication rather is really easier than what we make it.
Yeah,
we make it harder than it really needs to be, and I understand you don't want to disappoint, or you don't want to. Some people have almost like a fear of dealing with any type of backlash or any type of disappointment, and rather than facing it head on, what they wind up doing is they wind up like just not confronting it at all, and then it wind up getting worse.
Yep. Right.
So it's like instead of just saying, hey, even if I can't do it, hey, I've thought about it, I don't want to do it, or I really got another call. It's like, yo, instead of just leaving that commitment that you made, instead of just leaving that hanging, just go ahead and say, yo, I can't do it. Like just go ahead and say, yo, I can't. Hell, lie and say my dog died or some shit, but don't just not say anything.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just leave it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just leave it out there like that. The other part about that particular post that I'll say this, like, I think it was healthy that that person outed that person.
Yeah,
I think it was healthy, because what happens is a lot of times, and that happens more often than not. That happens a lot, man. Like, and what happens is cats do stuff without repercussion. There's no repercussion. There's no I don't want to say punishment, but there's no consequence for doing or handling business bad. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So because there's no consequence, there's nothing that they learn from, and they keep doing it. They keep doing it. So it's like, now it's like, okay, because a lot of times people will make that type post. They'll, man, and we all sitting there wondering, who you talking about? Yeah. Who you talking about? And behold, I had that same experience with that same cat, but
and you just didn't say nothing,
right? So it's like, yo, in a healthy manner, I think it's okay to out people like that.
Yeah, I will say, if you are a advocate, viewer of the group page, then you see all these posts about them talking about churches and pastors, you know, being the scammers or whatever. But it was just like okay, the shoe is okay. Now the rabbit got the gun, you know, so the shoe is on the other foot, and now it's a musician that's getting exposed. You don't really see that often in the group, and I forgot who it was, and I know we said we weren't gonna name names, but I commend the person who made the post, because even though JJ was like, listen, you know, just keep it classy. Dude kept it classy. He did not, you know, talk down on the musician. He just stated facts. He came with receipts. He stated facts. Some people, or a lot of people, kind of, you know, co-signed what he said. So I just think that it's something that musicians really need to tighten up on. It's what I like what JJ said. For those who are viewing on YouTube, he said DFW Metroplex is big, but yet so small amongst the musician, singer, creators community. And then CT said reputation by word of mouth due to one's lack of or ownership of accountability spreads with wildfire in a community. So I agree with all of that. So like, it's one thing to out a venue or a church or a pastor, because that's real common. Pastors being exposed, churches being exposed, or whatever. And you know, wrong is wrong, no matter what it is. But at first, before that post, I was like, I know some things, and I know some musicians who are very, very shady, and they will do each other wrong, but ain't nobody else in it, because y'all just got this code of honor or whatever. But so I do commend the guy who did bring it to the forefront, was like, yeah, you know, this happened, this musician, and just do better. He didn't say don't work with him, because he, you know what I'm saying, he just said just do better. So I commend that dude for that, because it takes a lot to do that, especially when it's somebody that you know. You know.
Yes. You know, and along with you saying that, I mean, when we expect people, you know, as working musicians, you know, to be 100% legit, you know, when we're doing a gig or whatever, especially, you know, we be like, hey man, I got a gig or whatever, or you don't know much about the person or what the person is about, then you get a little suspicious about it sometimes, because you be like, well, who is this person? So I mean, we got to hold ourselves accountable on that same end, as if we want, you know, if we have a client or we're doing a gig, you know, we want them to, you know, be the same as we should be. You know?
Same man, that golden rule stands firm. Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Right.
Yeah, open rebuke is good to a certain extent if it's with love. You know what I'm saying?
Does it always have to be with love, though? And the reason why I say,
but then
with
again,
love,
I'm thinking,
or with accuracy,
but
and without malice, because I think there's a difference between rebuking a person in love. I don't feel like you have to put the love thing on it. I think you have to be responsible and reasonable with your communication of the rebuke, but love doesn't have to be. I'm not that person.
It's literally the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It is the same thing, because it's one thing to rebuke somebody because you genuinely want them to be better versus doing it to be messy.
But is that no?
You know
So
what
love,
when I say with love, I'm talking about pretty much how Buddy did it. Like it wasn't. I didn't get messy from that.
I didn't either.
I got like yo, dude, tighten up. That's what I got from it. You know what I'm saying?
I see the word when we say rebuke and love or whatever.
With mutual respect and maturity.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, he didn't call him like no. Hey, this punk or this sorry ass motherfucker. It wasn't all like that. You know what I'm saying? Or this BAN or this HAN. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all that. It was, you know, it was.
Come on, acronyms.
Yeah,
and I knew what they were.
Yeah, I didn't want to get too, you know, but I didn't want to get too focused. It's a little early. So, but yeah, so anyway, yeah. If you're gonna, correct somebody, especially
it needs
openly,
to be mature. It needs to be reasonable.
Especially because remember in that post, Buddy did try to hit him up and he wasn't responding.
Right.
If I'm thinking about it correctly, I do remember he was like, yo, he wasn't returning my calls, he wasn't returning my text. So you gonna be unaccountable and ghost me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bet. So we got to take it to the congregation. So yeah.
You
know what I'm saying? You got a headache. I bet. But yeah, man.
Yeah. So
and then I'm proud. I'm sorry. One more thing. I'm proud of the supporting musicians that actually either validated what the author of the post said or kind of gave their own experience with the guy, because they could have taken, like, even though the person who posted the thing, you know, didn't have any malice or anything, he was just bringing or shedding light to the situation. Sometimes when other people get incorporated in the situation, they will muddy it up or they will messy it up, and then it becomes this whole catastrophe. So I really commend the musicians who did not feed into the desire, because I know it's sometimes it's there where you want to, you know, be messy, you know, point blank, but everybody kept it cordial, you know, and everybody
didn't show up, and I heard his house was dirty, but like his house being unclean ain't got nothing to do with the fact that he didn't show up. So yeah, keep it.
That is not fast.
Just keep it player.
Yeah, it's funny when this post was first made. JJ had actually messaged me about. He said, "Man, you think we should keep this post up?" Because I guess he was worried about if it maybe cause some serious issues. I said, no, you can leave it up. We've got much. This group has been up for a good while, and we've got much worse.
It's been worse.
Actually, this post, it needs to be. It needs to come out to the public, because this is something that definitely needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
JJ, I know you was holding your breath in there. He was really trying to moderate. He was like, listen.
Jay, it's going to be all right, man.
He was
promise.
on that post, it was so funny. He was like, please just keep it cordial. You almost felt it like, I really don't want to take this post down, but dude.
That man is shooting for admin of the year, boy, I swear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to JJ, man, trying to keep everything.
Hey, we have to get him on here one of these episodes, man.
Oh, okay, to go admin protocol.
Yeah.
Do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts of being an admin. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
We want to bring out the